Hi, it's Gary. Welcome to today's video. Pens in use for July of 2022. These are the pens that I'm going to be using this month. The theme this month, you can see there on the screen, Christmas in July. There seems to be a thing you hear a lot here in Australia about people going on about Christmas in July. So I thought, yeah, let's use that as a theme. What I've decided to do as my way of doing this Christmas in July thing, all the inks that I'm going to use this month are all from the Diamine ink vent calendars. Mainly from the 2021 and 2022 ones. What I'm going to do is fetching the ink swatch first, show you the ink, then fetching the pen. So the first one we're going to be using, the ink in here I've decided for Diamine Brandy Snap. This is from the 2021 calendar. And it's actually day 21. This is, I want to say a brown, but there's a lot of yellow in it. So it's like a yellow tendon brown, so a fairly pale brown. You can see where I've gone really, really deep there with the swatch, but on the single pass here, you can see it's fairly light ink. Really nice. The pen that I've decided to put that in is the Jinhao X250. So this is gold coloured. I thought, well, yeah, it sort of nearly matches. When you see it writing, it does look nice. I mean, it's a very cheap pen. The cap pulls off, fairly stiff to pull off. Little teeny tiny little baby nib there. Metal section, but I actually do like this. It gives a little bit of a grip. So this is the Jinhao X250. It's got a fine nib. The cost for this was $7 Aussie. Nice cheap pen. The ink, Diamine. Brandy Snap. Nice pale brown colour. I think the way this writes is very, very nice. Drying times, so there's immediate. 10 seconds. 30 seconds. One minute. After a minute, still smudging a little teeny bit, but it's dry enough I'd be happy turning the page over. So this is the Jinhao X250 with Diamine Brandy Snap. Ink number 2. Thought we'd go for a different colour now. We're going to go a nice bright blue with Diamine Bliss. This is from the 2022 ink vent. Again, it's a fairly pale colour. Is it maybe like an aquamarine type colour? I don't know. I'm not very good with naming colours. Very nice though. Really nice bright blue colour there. Really in your face. To go with this, I thought I'll go for a really bright looking pen. And this pen, again, it shouts Christmas to me because it's full of colour and swirls and the gaudiness that you often see in Christmas. This is the Fuliwen 017. So there we've got blues, we've got some yellows, greens, like a coppery, is that maybe a coppery type, orangey red. Quite unusual. No clip on this pen, so that's one of the things I'll need to be looking for as we go through the month. How does it roll? Let's move the ink out of the way. So we've got here a Fuliwen 017. It's a very, very smooth nib. It's a medium nib. It was $38 Aussie when I bought it. The ink, Diamine Bliss. I really like this colour. It's quite pretty. Reminds me a little bit of Aqua Lagoon. Drying times, so there goes immediate. 10 seconds. 30 seconds. Nearly dry there at 30 seconds. We'll do the 1 minute test. There, that one's nice and dry. We expected that though after the 30-second test. So this is the Fuliwen 017 with Diamine Bliss. Ink number 3 from the 2022 calendar. It's Diamine Olive Swirl. The base colour of this reminds me a bit of Rora and Klinger Grün Gilt. Quite nice. This one though has got a chameleon in it. So if I can catch the light just right, you might be able to see this bit here. Let me see if I can fetch up to the camera and do it. Very hard to see. It's really, really subtle. But there is like a silvery, greeny type shimmer coming off in parts. Nice ink there. With this, what I've done is put it into the Monteverde Ritma. This is the special edition. I think it was from 2021 and it's called Olive. So I thought Olive Swirl, Olive name pen, nice match. The Ritma is a very heavy pen. You can feel the weight of it in your hand. I like the way that from the cap down to the body, there's very little there. There is a little bit of a drop off. It feels extremely sharp running my finger over it. Cap just pulls off. It's not a twist off cap. And even the section, it's the same width. I like it. I like the way it's been done. I also like the fact it's got this black Yoho nib on it. So we've got here a Monteverde Ritma. This is a broad nib. And I paid 77 Aussie dollars for this. Now, whilst I was waiting for that Fuliwen to dry, I did spend the whole time agitating it and twisting it. Hopefully we've got that chameleon into solution. Diamine. Can't spell today. Diamine, not diamond. And it's Olive Swirl. Nice colour. Nice match there, I think, as well. You can see a little bit of shading coming through as well. Drying times. There's a media. Looks quite dry, doesn't it? 10 seconds. $30. 30 seconds and that's dry. Two things I need to be looking out for this month with this pen. The first one's with the ink. You know, I don't see much of that chameleon coming out at all. So that's something I've got to look for. The other thing you may have noticed with even my little writing sample here, I had a couple of times where I had a little bit of a hard start. So I need to keep an eye on that, see if that continues happening. Could be because it's a chameleon ink. It could be that little bit of those shimmer particles maybe blocking the feed. So I have to monitor that during the month, and then maybe later on in the month swap this ink out and put in hopefully still a green colour, but put in a standard ink like the first two, which were just standards. See if I get any issues with that, just to try and work out where the problem's coming from. So this is the Monteverde Ritma and Diamine Olive Swirl. Just going to move the page up, then we can get the next one on there. Ink number 4. It's Diamine Spiced Apple. Again, we're talking 2022 calendar. Beautiful red background, but just look at that. Gorgeous. It's like a gold and brown. It's also a chameleon. Very, very pretty. Really in your face there. Hopefully that'll come out in the writing. Moved it up to the camera, see if we can get a better look at the camera. There you go. Hopefully you can see that. You know, it's red, then bang, that shimmer hits. Quite nice. I was looking for a pen to put this in, and I thought, really I could do with a red pen. And then I thought, you know, I got a pen in December purely for Christmas because it's the Ranga Santa. Red, white material, acrylic material. Then this massive here, this massive clip really does look oversized. Especially, let me just fetch in the X250. You know, compare it next to the X250, that clip is massive. Love this pen, love the name of it. And when I saw it at the start of December, I had to buy this because it was just so nice. The nib on here is a Yoho nib. It's actually a stub nib. With Ranga, there's a massive selection of nibs. I decided to go for this Yoho one. If I unscrew the body, comes with a cartridge converter. That's what I've got in here. Because everything's plastic, I'm guessing you could potentially eyedropper this. There's loads of threads. I'm not going to do that. I just intend to carry on using the converter. So we've got here a Ranga Santa. Again, I've been agitating it, so hopefully we should get some of that chameleon coming through. 1.1 stub nib. We do take a hit in price. This was 145 Aussie dollars. That's without postage. I try to quote the prices of all my pens without postage. The ink, Diamine, Spiced Apple. I've got to be honest, this was my favourite ink from the 2022 calendar. Really like it. Not sure yet. Let's see. Can we see anything coming through? Yeah, certainly on Ranga and Santa we can. Let's leave that to dry a bit, then we'll take another look. Drying times. This is immediate. 10 seconds. 30 seconds. 1 minute. Still smudging the teeniest amount. I like the way this pen writes. I love the way we're getting this line variation with the nib. Looks so nice. Can we see? Yeah, we can see that gold coming through. Hopefully, I'll move this up to the page. Right, there we go. Got to try and look around this to make sure I'm in focus. Certainly seen a little bit there coming through. Again, during the month, I need to be keeping an eye on this and see how it goes, see if that shimmer, that chameleon shows up. So this is the Ranga Santa with Diamine Spiced Apple. Ink number 5 from 2021, Diamine Garland. Again, it's an ink that I really love. It's like a dark teal background. We've got there a red sheen, and hopefully, if we can catch the light right, we've also got a green shimmer to it. Looks ever so nice. I'll move this up to the camera, just see if we can capture that any better up here. I love this ink. It's from the 2021. It was my favourite ink of 2021. The pen I've put it in, this is one of my perfect matchings. It's in the Benu Talisman. This is called Dragon's Blood. Should have been called Christmas because, to me, I know I keep saying this every time I fetch this pen out, just reminds me of Christmas. You know, the tinsel, the decorations, the reds, the greens. But then we've got this little bit of black background. Very nice. It's got a Schmidt nib. There we go. There's the nib. Very nice broad nib. Nice juicy nib. Cartridge converter. I know this is going to run out during the month. It'll be getting filled more than likely with the exact same ink because I like it so much as a combo. So we've got here a Benu. Again, I have been agitating this. It's the Talisman. Broad nib. When I bought this, it was 167 Aussie dollars. The ink, Diamine. Garland. Drying times. So there's immediate. Here's 10 seconds. 30 seconds. 1 minute. After a minute, teeniest little amount of a smudge. Can we see any of that sheen and shimmer? Let's just fetch it straight up. That might be the easiest way. Look over the camera. Actually not seeing much. There we go. You can see the shimmer. I was wrong. It's a blue shimmer. I don't know why I thought it was a green shimmer. Hopefully you can see that, on the N on Benu, top of the T, the A, the L, the I, the M, the A. With Garland, we've got loads of that blue coming out as well. Hopefully this is all coming over on the camera. I'm trying to move it so we can capture that. But not seeing much in the way of that red sheen there. So this month, when I'm testing this, I obviously need to carry on looking to make sure and see what's happening with that shimmer and that sheen. So this is the Benu Talisman and Diamine Garland. The final ink for the month. Let me just move this up. There we are. We've got that spot there to write with. The final ink, again from 2022, it's Diamine Pick Me Up. Brown background, gorgeous green sheen to it. In a way, it reminds me a little bit of when you're walking through a wood, a forest. You've got the brown of the trees, then you've got the green with the moss and with the leaves. Quite pretty. So we've got a sheen on this. It's also got a scent. It's meant to be like a coffee scent to me. Yes, I can see coffee in it, but it's very, very sweet smelling. I've decided to go for one of my newer pens, and it's the Pilot E95S. I thought this was quite apt for a Christmas pen, because we've got the champagne. This is called champagne, this colour. I thought, well, champagne, yeah, you may have that at Christmas and New Year. Very nice pen. Inlaid 14 karat gold nib. This does come with a converter. I don't find the converter of much use in here, but it also came with a cartridge. So what I do is I just refill the cartridge with a blunt nose syringe. It's a small pen. I need to use it posted. Posted, beautiful to write with. So we've got here a Pilot E95S. It's a medium and it's 14 karat gold. The price for this, 195 Aussie dollars. I've got to be honest, I think it was worth every cent. The ink, Diamine. Pick Me Up. Drying times, there's immediate. 10 seconds. Looks nearly dry there, doesn't it? 30 seconds. Yeah, I would say at 30 seconds, that's dry. Lovely pen. Quite surprised at how dry this combo is coming out. So that's something, again, I need to monitor over the month. Is this normally a dry combo? We fetch the paper up. We can see there, we've got the brown there, but you can see some of that green sheen coming through. Certainly in the words Pilot and on that 9 of the 95S. I'll monitor for that as well to make sure and see how it reacts on different paper, how much sheen I see. Let's swap on over and we'll fetch in the pens for one final look. Here we have the pens I'm going to be using during July of 2023. Jinhao X250 with Diamine Brandy Snap. Fuliwen 017 with Diamine Bliss. Monteverde Ritma with Diamine Olive Swirl. The Ranga Santa with Diamine Spiced Apple. The Benu Talisman with Diamine Garland. And the Pilot E95S with Diamine Pick Me Up. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I'm looking forward to this month. I'm looking forward to using these pens. I think we've got a nice selection, from $7 up to nearly $200. I think we've got a nice variety of colours in there as well. If I fetch my paper back, we've got that gorgeous pale brown, we've got a bright blue, we've got a nice bright green, got a sparkly red, got a teal, and we've got a dark brown. I think it's going to be really nice this month to look at them. What are your thoughts on these pens? What are your thoughts on the inks? What pens and inks are you going to be using during July? Why not drop a comment down below? Let's kickstart the conversation. Please hit the thumbs up button every time you like, Every time you comment just helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel so that you can get new videos as I release them. I'll talk to you again soon.